will feel different, right? So what is the BlazeMeter? Okay, and initially I told you, right, JMeter is completely dependent on your system RAM, correct? If your RAM is very low and if you want to try higher load test, you can't do that one. You will get a errors. You will get errors like system timeout, WebSocket close, connection timeout, sorry, Java out of memory error, socket closed, connection closed. So you'll get these type of errors because if your RAM is low and you're targeting higher load. Because even the JMeter is capable, the machine where JMeter is running have had to take care of. So when I want to go higher load test, either we have to distribute the load testing or you go for higher machines like 32 GB RAM, 64 GB RAM, 128 GB RAM machines. If your office is able to provide the machines, we'll go for it, right? If not, then what are the options? Either you have to decrease the load size. If you decrease the load size, that's not a proper one. No? Then how will you achieve with our requirements? So in that cases, if you are not able to have the machines, because machines are free of cost for company, right? I mean, free of cost, not, they are chargeable, but internally, right? Company can take care of that. So in that case, we can use a BlazeMeter tool. So BlazeMeter is nothing but whatever you script write in a JMeter, debugging, everything, same script only. But you will tell BlazeMeter to run there in their machines, their infra. So for that, you have to pay. So BlazeMeter is a license, but not like a load runner or other tools, very, very low rate because it's only providing your cloud infra to test our machines. Okay, so let's go to BlazeMeter website. So our simple name is BlazeMeter is nothing but it's a JMeter in the cloud. Okay, BlazeMeter website is nothing but JMeter in the cloud. JMeter nothing cloud means you are running a JMeter script on cloud machines. So these people will help us to run their test in their infra. That's why they have to pay. Okay, so if you see the pricing, let's see, BlazeMeter pricing. It's very low cost. Okay, for free account, right? For us practice, and we have free account where you can use for 50 users. Okay, so this is this is a free account where you can use 50 users for us 10 tests. Okay, 20-minute max duration. That's for us. So we have to sign up. You can sign up with your Google email or anywhere, and you can do by practicing, right? For normal for companies, no, there goes $500 per month. Only you can do 5,000 concurrent users. 5 hours max duration. If you want more, right, you can go for the unlimited. You can talk to them. Generally, $500 per month is companies for nothing, right? Normal company also to pay the license because it will take care of all your infra. You simply give upload your JMeter script and do that. Okay. So for the new guys, right? For you guys, you have to go to sign up. Okay. Okay, already signed up. So directly log in. You can see my account. Okay. So what you first see you will see here per project. This is a functional performance marker, SAP. So our section is in the performance. Right. So when you see the performance, you will see create test. The very first option. So nothing but just go to create test. It will ask whether perform test or you want recorder. So recorder, we haven't discussed, right? BlazeMeter recorder. Do we? No, no, we haven't discussed BlazeMeter recorder. I'll tell you that one also. Okay. So you can see performance test. Okay, we'll get this UI. So simply first save the name. You just edit here the time and date here. Okay. What is the name? Let's say Fab batch test one, something name. Okay. And you'll have to upload a script. Upload your JMX script. So the JMX should be debugged and properly working na? For one user without any issues, validation, anything is there. Then you have to add the script. Okay. So let's add any. Okay, let's add assertion JMX. So it will validate, you can see, right? Validate and get to know if there are any errors in JMeter. I mean, scripting is passed, means the JMX is properly working. Right now, same in thread group, right? We'll be configuring the users now. How many users you want to do? Same as like here, load configuration. Suppose we have okay, here I'm not able to see. Generally, we have option to take the data from this JMX also. So that's fine. Suppose I want to run with one user. Let's get one user. Now we see our duration iteration means I want to iteration means loop count. right? I just simply select that up arrow and keep 1. We ramp up 1 minute. Okay. And so these are called load distribution. This is nothing but these are the machines where your script will be running. So what is current to this location? It's providing the USCH. Suppose in JMeter, right? If you're testing your local, so what is the location of test? What is the location of the client? It's your local machine only, no? Your India. Let's say you are running from India. But in the real time, the users are from US. So there is a difference between latency, right? If you're testing from India and if you're testing from US, there could be a difference in the latency or not. Suppose now you want to test US, that's where you can use US machines here. Suppose I can add location. Okay, I'm not getting the option. Generally, we have option. You can see right here. So I can pick up any region. See US, Canada, EU, I mean our EMEA region, right? Or Asia region, US. So we can select any location based on the location. So what are the clients want to do the real load testing? We can send that location only. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we have other option called APM integration, means application performance monitoring. Suppose in our application in the client, right, they're using die and trace. So first, if you can use the die and trace IPM here, so directly you'll get a die and trace report too. Generally, what will happen once you're done with the load test, you have to go your performance monitoring tool and you will get the time. Okay, script started at 8:10 to 9:10, 1 hour. So in the die and trace, you'll be setting that option and do that.
Ravi,
Yeah.
little bit slow on
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah. So till this other points are clear, right? Till this location point.
Yeah.
It's clear, no? Okay, fine. Yeah. So generally what happens, whatever we're doing, the client side load testing, correct? With the JMeter or loader, no? Will be what we're doing, we created a script and we're running the script. Correct? We'll get the result. So now to know what is exactly happening on the server, right? Developers or IT teams, na, they will having server monitoring tools. Like however we have JMeter and load and right load testing tools, same as we have server monitoring tools. So these tools will help us to check on server performance on the real time. Okay, so one of the important is app dynamics and dynamics are important tools of New Relica. These are commercial tools, but very important. Okay, so what happens, right? Suppose I'm testing load for 1 hour. So at the same time, in that 1 hour, these tools will show you on the server which class file is taking the memory or what are the threads are getting blocked at which linkage. Suppose network to application, application DB server to internal call set. We have that architecture, no? The pages. So it will point out exact error where you are getting the issue. Suppose am I getting issues, right? Some memory is happening on the server side. So where exactly it's killing the memory? Where exactly the objects are not in, like all server side monitoring. So that monitoring will can be do with these tools. Ideally. Okay, these are costly tools. Okay, New Relica, Dynatrace, and App Dynamics. AWS CloudWatch is nothing but Amazon logs tools. That's by default free with a if you're using Amazon servers, right? But otherwise, if you're using normal servers, these are tools we'll be using. Now, what we are doing, we have to do a load test. Then we'll go to the tool and we'll be monitoring the logs or details, right? But instead of that, you can integrate these things in our BlazeMeter. Okay, suppose I want to integrate New Relic API, so it will ask me some key. That's it. So we'll be getting a key from your tool. Once you install the tool, right? We'll getting the tool. So once you install it, what happens, right? It will display this performance monitoring tool also in the BlazeMeter. You don't have to go anywhere. Okay. So that's why integration also available in the BlazeMeter. If your tools are there in our project or our office, then only you can this option available. Otherwise, you can ignore them. Clear, right? Everyone? Okay. Yeah. Now, suppose see here I am using JMeter 1.8, right, in my local. So how to check the command? Java version. What's the command for Java version? Hmm? Java version. Okay, now I'm using 11. right? So you may use 17, you may use 8, right? So assume that your script you developed in particular language. So if you want to give that language, you can give here Java version. So if I'm giving 11, I will give the 11. So that I'm telling my BlazeMeter, while running a script, use this Java version. Same as JMeter version. What is the current JMeter version I'm using now? Let's go to our bin. What is the current JMeter version? 5.5. Suppose you are using older version or higher. So you can come here, you can select it. Because some of the features, suppose you are using 5.1, right? Your JMeter scripts. And by default, it will write autocorrect. If not, your script will fail. Because but BlazeMeter may take 5.5, 5.4, but your script is developed in 5.0. So if you want, you can select this one also. Okay. Now again, we discussed network emulation, right? Suppose if you want to do here, you can simply enable it. You can give here. Okay. What is the I want to do? Let's say 3G poor. So it's giving 780. Suppose I want to do 5G good. See, we got 1 lakh maximum bandwidth. So you can do this for network emulation also. So why you are using network emulation? What is use of network emulation? Hmm? What is network use of network emulation? Come on, guys.
To use the same speed.
To control the speed, no?
Yeah,
Whatever the
yeah.
client is using to
Hmm.
control the speed. So by default, you are running your applications in our office network speed, but whereas our client may not in that speed.
Hmm.
Right? To simulate that. So how we implemented in JMeter? How we control the speed in JMeter? So we used JMeter.properties, and in that we calculate CPS, characters per second. So what we did, right? Characters per second. So what we did, we are given speed into kbs into 1024 by 8. So what are the output we have got it in the JMeter properties we updated here. So let's first search for CPS. Right here we updated it. Remember everyone? Able to recollect, right? On that day we did now, we kept here
Yes,
and we
yes.
saw higher response times. Okay, yeah. Same thing on JMeter. If you want to implement that one, you can network emulation. Okay, so that's a basic configuration of JMeter. So what we did, we simply upload our JMX and simply given the user details. Okay, if you have any tools to do, you can do that. Otherwise, you can simply ignore. Okay, now let's run the test. So it's asking this. So now we see other option of BlazeMeter is email configuration. So it will send an email once your report and result is done. Whatever the emails you configure, right, it will get the email. So you don't have to wait for the test or something like that. Okay, I'll show you how to configure the email. So launch server, click on launch server. So you'll be rewriting this dashboard. So what is BlazeMeter doing? That in the BlazeMeter they're using Kubernetes concept. You guys have any idea on the Kubernetes? Anyone heard about it at least? Kubernetes. So
Yes,
Kubernetes.
yes, services.
What is a Kubernetes?
We are using actually in Google Cloud. We are using this terminology like services we are using.
So Kubernetes is nothing but one kind of orchestration where you can deploy your containers and you can do that on the runtime. So one what we're doing, right? If you click on show engines, it will show you. See, what is happening is, yeah, in the ever provider of Google Cloud, it will be creating a one machine. See, this is one engine. Engine nothing but one container. One very small container. It will create the container, it will download a JMX, right? See, downloading now. It will download JMX, it download all the JMeter setup, everything, and it will run the there. Understood, right? Simple. I mean, just back end of BlazeMeter, you don't have to know, but someone asked, right, how BlazeMeter is working. So what we're doing, generally we run the JMeter in one machine, right? We'll get the report. Same thing BlazeMeter is doing using a containers concept. So that it can, once you're done with the test, right, it will create the, it will kill the container. Okay, so that's why in the backend it will show like this. So in the mean, what is happening is it is downloading and beating. Okay, see, status is ending, and you can have log also. You can show the log what is happening. See, yeah. So verify status full. See, downloading the configuration files. See, download the process complete like that. So if I go to our top, okay, see now we got the report. Very good report, and with all the inbuilt graphs in inbuilt dashboard. Whereas in JMeter, we have to add a lot of listeners to get a different type of graphs. But here, everything in a single link. Right. So in JMeter, you tested with one, suppose you're testing 1,000 user test. You want to share the result of your team. How you will be sharing the result? In JMeter, how will you share the results?
JTL file or summary reports.
JTL file, no? We'll have the JTL file. We'll have to be sharing JTL file. But here, if I want to share, you can right click, share report. I mean, share reports nothing but you don't have to need a login account to view the report. Anyone, you can see share our report. When sharing is enabled, anyone on the link can access the report. Okay, so copy, you'll get the one link. Now I'm pasting the chart. Just let me know where you guys are able to access it or not. Even though you connect from mobile also, no, you should just click on the chart, we'll get to know. Everyone, just let me know if everyone is able to access it or not. You guys are trying or not? Or we continue?
We can
We are able to access.
access.
Hey, you got the data, na? Same thing, Python test one. So that's a beauty. So anyone can, that's so you can share the report in link. So anyone can do that. So normal what happens, you have to put in Excel sheet or graphs and CSV data, everything. Na? That's hectic. I mean, not good. Right? So anyone can view, they will get easily understand what is going on. See, some of the people may have ideas on performance metrics. So they can understand whether to give CSV or not, right? Anyway, any format. But normal people who have a very less idea on things, so it's better to give these type of reports. So now what we got here? Well, errors, and we have response time. If we go to errors tab, you get to know what type of error it is. So I kept assertions, no? So let's see HTTP request. It says, okay. So I try to upload the JPG image now, but if you see here, I kept hard-coded path. Correct. So, but in the BLazeMeter doesn't know this path, right? So we have to remove this path. Okay, and we have to upload image along with our test. Okay, so let's see other error. Assertion failed. So validated to match regex some sold, but did not match. Okay, we are checking for some sold or something, but it did not match. So like this, suppose you want to generate the graphs of different graphs. See, this is all the users. Suppose I want to get components. Not all, we just remove and check all the users. See how the users are behaving for this API. Okay, so let's put all the get comments, not all. Okay, error. So like this. So however response behaves. So like this, you can see a lot of parameters here. See, you can select any parameter to get the graph. Same as if you want detailed report, you can go to request ads, you'll see default detailed report. And you can download the CSV. Okay, and all the things will be available in the log section. Suppose you want to know, right, what is happening really, because it got failing. It's failing, right? And you want to know why what it is failing. In that case, you can simply download the zip file, right? You can download the zip file and you can see, I'll show you. See, we have file here. See, JMeter is one file. It's error.jtl. So this will clearly displays what is wrong. So it's not like, okay, I'm running in the somewhere, I can't see what is the response I'm getting. No, we'll see everything. Okay, right. So this is a basic of BlazeMeter. Okay, let's see how we'll configure the email. So let's go to settings. Okay. Account. Workspace. Let's see. Alerts. Okay, you can see configure the email. Suppose what I did, let's add one more configuration. Say, okay, whenever test is starting 120, right? Or like this, you can do, you can pass. So now I kept my personal email, so I'll get the email. I mean, what are the conditional bet? So when you want to email test ended, test started, test failed, like what are the configuration? You can configure that. Okay, and other advantage is we have BlazeMeter APIs. So BlazeMeter API is nothing but now what we did, we executed here and we came right the test, right? But we have APIs where that you can trigger the test from anywhere. You don't have to come to UI, you have to trigger the test. Suppose you guys have idea on continuous integration. Continuous integration. Jenkins. Have you heard about it or any idea?
We heard it, Ravi, but no idea.
Okay, others? Jenkins or continuous integration. So what does it mean, right? Suppose, let's say there is a release going on, right? Sorry, the development is going on and they'll give a build. Build is nothing but they developed a new version and want to deploy it, right? So one of the our developer IT team has deployed. Till is clear, right? The terms, everyone?
Yes.
So now once deployed, what is they expecting? They will expect tester to do functional testing first, correct? Whether the build is good or not, build nothing but the product or the version in your words. Is it good or not? Is there any bugs or not? Because if there are any bugs now, they will stall that, they will stop the release again, they will continue. If it's a very major bugs. If it's minor bugs, what functional testing do? Functional testing team or manual testing or automation testing team, they will do testing. Okay, this APIs or this UI is properly working, kind of thing. Right. So now after that, then performance testing will start or functional testing. So now if you observe, the persons has to be there, correct? Once deployment is done, functional testing should be there. The team who has to run, they run the functional test, and same like perform testing team should be there. Assume that at the on the day, some due to some incident, that complete testing team is on leave. What they will do? They can't go for next environments, right? Because without testing passes. Or sometimes assume that there is some urgent release patch fix in the production. That is happening somewhere around midnight. Because that's critical, right? When it's critical in the production, they have to deliver at any cost and any time. That's not like they will do next day morning like that. So at the midnight, testers is not available. So what they will do? There's dependency, no? That's where continuous integration will come. Continuous integration nothing but they will have all the pipeline of jobs. Deployment, dev code one job, testing, functional testing one job, perform testing one job, automation testing one job. So this is pipeline job. What happened once they deployed in the some environment, this Jenkins job will trigger automatically one by one, one by one, one by one. So they don't have to depend on the man. I mean, at that time, the persons. So we'll get the report on the at the last stage that this is good or not. That's called continuous integration. Okay, the famous free tool is Jenkins. Okay, so same as that, in this case, I want to start BlazeMeter test. Suppose I want to share, suppose you are going on a leave, right? 10 days leave. So we are only one perform test in the team. And there could be release in 10 days. So how we'll do? The dependence on you, right? So at that time, what we'll do, you will give the this you will create some kind of test in our Jenkins or in BlazeMeter, say that you upload everything, just click on run. You understood, right? Once you do everything, other person wants to do and click on the run test, and once you got the report, you will be sharing the report. Okay, and I'll show you the BlazeMeter API so that you'll get a bit much idea. BlazeMeter. Yes. Okay, so enter api.blazemeter.com. I go to performance. Okay, so let's say test. Okay, see. So this is the URL. This is add user. the test. It's not responding. Okay, so let's say create test. So how I created a test here, simply click on create test, right? And I upload the file. Same way, if I want to create a test, you can call this API. It need a input is, suppose anyone can do that, right? If you call the API from your JMeter or Postman, what will happen? It create a test. But if you see, it required a key, API key ID, API secret. Whenever you create account, right? You'll go to your settings. You will get to know the keys here in the settings part. API keys. Suppose I want to generate new test now. I'll say create test. I'll say API one something. So I want to expire 10 keys. Mean 10 years it won't expire. So this is a key and JSON. So whenever you're calling outside from any other tool, right? You have to copy this key and you have to copy secret key and you can pass there and it will create a test. If I run this API to create a test, suppose I want to start the test, right? So let's say start the test runs. Execute. So start the test only. Create, update, delete, list, test details. Okay, I'm not able to see. But the start test also one of the functions is there. Okay, let me click start test. Okay, the text object.
We have the first option also, no? Start a test.
Oh, this one? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. What is this one? Okay, let me remove this search. Yeah, start the test. See? So what is happening if you go test ID and if you click on, if you call this API with your key from anywhere, any is a REST API, right? So what is the REST API tools? You can use your Java or Python or JMeter or Postman. Any REST client tools, no? Any REST client, you can simply hit it to start the test. So that is very easy to because you can integrate the API, right? Your developer code or your automation code, anywhere you can integrate it. It's not like that the person has to come here and do that. Okay, so that's a beauty and advantage of BlazeMeter. Okay. Okay, now let's go to recorder. So nowadays, right, if you have more of security issues, you can't do the proxy. Generally, most of the big companies, no, or at least banking or security company side, you can't do the proxy, but you can download the BlazeMeter recorder. Let's go to BlazeMeter recorder, BlazeMeter Chrome plugin. Or if you go to BlazeMeter, create a start test, right? At the time also it will ask. So test creation tools, you can create easily using recorder. So just recorder, it will come to here. Okay, like how we did, right? In the Firefox. Same if you're not able to access the Firefox or proxy connection, so you can come here, you can do that. Or we have BlazeMeter Chrome plugin. So just go to this BlazeMeter Chrome plugin. See, I already added for you, just add to Chrome. You will see this BlazeMeter plugin. Either way, the recorder, both are same only. So simply click on record. Suppose, let's say I'm recording some application. So here I don't have need of certificates, nothing. Simply click on record and whatever you do, right? Suppose throughout this browser, let's say I want to capture the APIs. So I simply click on something. Okay, this is a completely UI calls. You see, in the JMX, there is not updating anything because there is no server calls. So let's go to BlazeMeter itself. Okay, it can't come on the BlazeMeter. So let's go to Amazon. Okay, this test is loading. Okay, see now JMX 140 APIs. JMX nothing but API calls. UI nothing but UI pages. Okay, so whatever you can do, like scenario, everything you can do, and let's stop the script. So then you just click on here, we'll get an option to save ever option. So you can download Selenium want to script or you can JMX. So I want to JMX. And I want to select what are the URLs I want to include, like blah blah blah, and you can download JMX. So whenever our proxy or certificate issues, you're not able to do that, you're not allowed to do that, then in that cases, you have to do. So again, right, you will get a doubt. If you're not able to proxy, you can't use the plugins also, no, in our Chrome. So at that time, you have to raise a request saying that for recording purpose, I need either BlazeMeter or Firefox. So based on their security policies, they will give you either of the option. Okay, see, JMX is downloaded. Now if I open the JMX in the BlazeMeter, sorry, JMeter, let's go to our bin, open the JMeter. File, open, downloads. Okay. You will see all the recording APIs, everything will be there. Understood, right? BlazeMeter. So main goal is, these are all other options. Main goal is running your script with any load. 5,000, 10,000, any load you can give in the BlazeMeter. Because we are paying the license it. So it has option to build that infra and can run that test. Okay, clear? BlazeMeter, anyone, any doubts? Because main file is input is JMX, na? So what you have to do everything on our own and just upload a JMX there and run the test. Only this will help us to infra part only and reporting a bit. Right? Anywhere you can share the report and you can do anything on the report side. Okay? Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. Shall I go to next topic?
Yes, Ravi.
Right? Now, everyone clear now? Okay. Now, so currently we have tested, what is the protocol till now we have tested? REST API, right? HTTP request. HTTP request nothing but REST API. So we have tested only REST API. But we have other protocols also, no? Like SOAP, WebSockets, FTP, right? Because in all applications, there might be different protocols. So however JMeter will support. If it's REST API, no doubt, we'll simply add a HTTP request or record, you'll get the record, we can do that. But what about others? Okay, so let's see what JMeter can support. If we go to here, let's create a new one. Test plan, add. Okay, see sampler. What is sampler? What is sampler? Sampler. What is sampler component? Suresh? Shweta? Teshvi? Narila? What is a component?
Like the sampler will use like HTTP request, all those.
Yeah,
It's
all the APIs, right? All the protocols will be available in the sampler, right? So till now, what we saw is a HTTP request. They follow REST API. But what about the others? We can't decide, right? All the application will build in REST API, so I can use HTTP request. No. Right? Suppose there might be different protocol because application to application scenario it will change. Okay. So let's pick up FTP. What is FTP? File transfer protocol request. Okay, means whenever it's uploading or downloading file is happening in the browser, they might be using file transfer protocol. Okay. I mean, it's not like that. It's one of the protocol. People may use any lot of ways to upload or download a file, but if they're using FTP, so how you do test your JMeter on the FTP, right? So let's pick up any on dummy server. How we pick up REST APIs for dummy, right? Same like pick up for FTP dummy server. So simple search with file FTP test server. So I got one of the FTP here. Right? So FTP has but some test server for us. Okay. So let's try to. Okay. So this is a URL of the server and user and password. Right? So it means for like in our company also, right? They're uploading, they have some FTP applications, so they will have able to define like this. So let's come to our JMeter. So FTP. No, what is server name or IP? Right? Just copy your server name. Okay, FTP URL. Control C. Right. Okay, now what is remote file? If you want to download any remote file, you have to give the remote file path. For uploading any file, you have to give local file path. Okay, so assume that this is a, I mean, public, right? So anyone can access. That's why I kept username and password. Same as in our office application also will be having username and password. So let's copy the username. So we can see login data configuration here. Just give the username here and password. See why they kept IP block list? Any idea? Any idea why they kept IP block list? Because these people now they're using the server as from testing purposes or uploading a junk or random data. That's why they blocked it. You can see due to scripts upload access data increasing cost to host FTP server and IP block list is added. If you feel I'm blocking your IP internet, please contact us. You're not sure. It's public, no. People can do anything with these servers. In our offices, we are limited with security and firewall, so outer can't do that. It's public websites, no. Let's pick up IP block list. Okay. Now let's see. So let's see. I want to upload a file. Okay. So what I will do, the remote file should be I have to give you. Suppose I want to upload. Right? I want to upload this GTL file. Okay. So copy the path /5 users. Okay. Copy the entire path as is. What are the want to upload? Simply kept in the remote file. So local file. Okay. Now let's run it. Right click, add listener, user tree to save the data. Okay. Save the script. FTP request. Let's run it. So what is doing simply uploading one file to this FTP server. Okay, got some error. Failed to open the file. Okay. So let me give some simple file. It is some dummy file also. Okay, let me create a new file here. One dummy file. Okay. Dummy FTP. Okay, that I'll say hi. Nothing much. Dummy -FTP text. So to come to JMeter. Dummy hyphen FTP hyphen dot text. Okay, the JTL is not maybe accepting them. Okay, so clear and run. Okay, still got the error. Failed to open the file. Why da? Same name only, no? Dummy hyphen. What is the name? Dummy hyphen FTP dot text only. So I'm getting this error. Request 550 failed to open a file. Okay, so let's give this file name as remote file here. So I want to keep that remote file as it is. Oh, sorry. Yeah. What we're doing now, we're uploading, right? Guys, come on, we are uploading. So what I need to, select a method here, put, not get. Understood? What I'm doing, get means it's trying to download from server and I haven't given any file name. That's why I say file to open the file. I need to put, upload the file. Now let's see. Could not create a file there. Okay, let me give dummy file here, dummy text. So now let's see. Because each now it's worked, right? Because so while defining the server only, they will tell you this is input, this is output. So based on that, see now we got success. Response body, response header. Okay, now it's created. Okay. Not a kind of API, right? That's why you not see anything. Now I want to know, right, was successfully there or not. So what I will do simply, I will remote file text. So I should get. So what should I get? I get hi, right? It's dummy text. So now let's run it. Clear. Now I'm downloading the file. I've given the remote file nothing but location of your server. Okay, failed to open the file. Okay, let me put same file here, dummy.txt. Get means download, put means upload. Okay, it's not working. That's fine. But it got uploaded. Same way, like we're downloading the file. So if it's a configuration of login, you can use it. Otherwise, you can skip that file. Okay, this kind of FTP request. Okay, so like this, we'll be having other protocols. We'll be checking them as well. Okay, for now I'll be stop the class.